Hello everyone, you are watching Speak Up with Alexa. I have another very useful video, so stay with me. So what is hedging language? Hedging language is basically very careful, cautious language when you don't really want to make confident, direct statements about something. So you are trying to use some kind of words or phrases that can soften your sentences or your opinion about something. So in this context, to hedge basically means to avoid answering a question in a direct way or taking a side, right? In a particular question or in a particular topic. For example, in journalism, they use it very often. They use hedging language to not to make a concrete statement about something. For example, if you turn on the news, right? You want to listen to the news, you want to get the information about the world. Very often they use words like possibly, probably, allegedly. It can be assumed that. So they want to soften their words. They are not 100% sure about that what they are saying is actually true. So they don't want to take responsibility for the words that they say.
The number of people who've died in the UK after being diagnosed with coronavirus has passed 10,000. The Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, said this is a sombre day that reinforced why the public must adhere to social distancing rules. It comes after one of the government's senior scientific advisors said the UK could become the worst affected country in Europe. Boris Johnson, meanwhile, has been paying tribute to the NHS.
If you think about it, it's a very good way of protecting yourself from criticism or from taking a particular side, right, in a topic, or from legal action, right? If we talk about journalism, this is how they protect themselves. Hedging can be achieved in many different ways. First of all, modal verbs. For example, can, could, may, might. I'm sure you know some of them. For example, it could be that global warming is caused by humans. You can also hedge by using certain adverbs. For example, usually, probably, possibly, certainly. For example, we will probably finish the work by Friday. You can use hedging language by using nouns. For example, possibility, probability, assumption, likelihood. For example, there is a strong possibility that we'll be late. Also, you can use some verbs. For example, believe, assume, seem, suggest. For example, I suggest that we wait another week. A little bit more complex way of using hedging language is to use phrases. For example, it appears that, it can be assumed that, it can be the case that, it is likely the case that, it can be concluded that. Okay, what about less formal, so to say, daily conversations among friends, right? We don't really say that. Okay, it can be concluded that. It's a bit too formal. So in informal English language, we can say kinda, sorta, it seems like, it feels like. For example, it's kind of difficult for me to do that. If you don't really understand what I'm saying now, kinda or sorta, it means kind of, sort of. It's just that in spoken English, they usually say like this: kinda, Sorta. Of course, in particular situations, it's very good and maybe it's the right thing to do to use hedging language when you don't want to seem too confident about what you say, you don't want to be too direct, you don't want to take 100% responsibility for what you are saying because you're not sure about the topic. Then, of course, it's very good to use hedging language or these phrases that we've discussed. But there is a possible problem with the overuse of hedging language. If we overuse hedging language, there can be a question: where do we really stand on this issue? What do we really think? So in general, we could say that it's really a matter of topic, what you are talking about. Sometimes you have no choice than to use hedging language. It's the best option. For example, in academic writing or in legal documents, right? But think twice before using hedging language. Don't make it your habit, because if you are using it all the time, you are going to sound like you don't really believe in your own thoughts. You don't have confidence in your own ideas and what you are saying overall. So thank you for your attention. That was it for this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and also don't forget to subscribe so that you see my other videos. See you soon.